Good evening, music heads of Brooklyn, and welcome to B-Side, your destination for the sweet sounds of the borough, coming to you live and direct from Brick House in downtown Brooklyn. I'm your host, Aaron Watkins, here to guide you through another listening experience. Now, one could say that music is the cornerstone of life in Brooklyn, and you could also say that one of the cornerstones of the Brooklyn music scene is, fittingly, Meta and the Cornerstones. But these reggae masters have been growing their reputation way beyond the confines of Kings County, touring regularly across the U.S. and around the world. Tonight, though, they're keeping it local. This is for the family, and they'll be treating us to an intimate set right here in the studio. Nothing but irie vibrations coming up on B-Side.
Mine can carry on Miami say how we gonna rise this music killing shining like a star before the night goes down. Music is divine pulling up Manila Metacritic come again and representing the players that we broke so Metacritic come again Metacritic come again and representing the players that broke Metacritic come again down say they can reach it. Tell me the reason they lost the unity. One universe, we're not enemies, one family, one God, one divinity, allow it. Reaches from the riches. Senegal man I come from. Original stone. Senegal man I come from. Rock it to the bone. Senegal man I come from. Original stone. Senegal man I come from. Yes, yes.
Yes. That's how you start off a show,
Yes,
right there.
sir.
Right there. I have to ask you. I already know the answer, but what is the name of the song?
The name of the song is called Senegal.
Okay.
I wrote it for my country, Senegal.
Yes. So you were born and raised in Senegal.
Born and raised.
Yes. Can you tell us a little bit about what it was like growing up there and the influence that reggae music sort of had in your life?
I would say that in the beginning I started with hip hop music. There were one moment hip hop was a big thing in Senegal, Grandmaster Flash, all of that. So I started with that. So in Senegal, pretty much the reggae movement is not that big because maybe the lack of the English, which is hip hop was English when it comes, but it have this certain revolution vibration that you can feel, all of that. So we used to copy all of that and try to do our own Senegalese rap. So when I moved to the US and started learning English, I discovered one of a song Bob Marley called Coming In From the Cold. And since then, that inspired me, and we carry on to this level right now. Yes.
All right. So please introduce yourself and introduce the band.
Well, my name is Meta Dia, and on keyboards, we got Ayakato all the way from Japan. And on lead guitar, we got Shahar Mintz all the way from Israel. On drums, we got Chauncey all the way from the US.
Yeah.
And on bass, we got Rupert Mackenzie all the way from Jamaica. And we got all of ya.
Yes. Okay. What is the name of the second song that you're going to do for us?
Let me see. Somewhere in Africa.
Okay. And what is this song about?
Because in Africa, like in Senegal, we have a lot of tribes. We got Fulani, Serer, Soninke. So growing up, I discovered that these tribes usually fight each other.
It happens over here too, yeah.
So sometimes you see two tribes, like they would say, oh, you two won't be married because we are this tribe. There's a lot of caste, pretty much. So I was talking about in this song, before we said Africa unite, all of that. So let's start it with the seed, with the cornerstones, which is the tribes, to get that together first before we said Gambia, Senegal, Mali, and all of that. So to call all of them in peace, love, and harmony.
Okay.
Simple.
Simple.
Yes.
All right, let's do it.
Run it. For those one who know, you can just help, like Billy the President. Ayo, yela, yele, ayo, yela, yele, ayo. Yela, yele, yo, yela, yele. Somewhere in Africa, dread. There's a trouble fight, gonna stop this war. A fire, fear, and dread. Somewhere in Africa, dread. There's a trouble fight, gonna stop this war. A fire, fear, and dread. People, you know, man is the roots of all evil. And modesty got no price or level. Dread. Be what you are is not terrible. Dread. Just be a man, don't be a devil. This one can make you good and said. Open your eyes and don't be blind, cause enemies come from behind. Give the faith as the sunshine. Just fire will be better somewhere in Africa, yeah. I do some trouble fight, gonna stop this war, a fire fear, yeah. Peace, love, and harmony, I say. Peace, love, and harmony, always. Peace, love, and harmony, I say. Peace, love. Stand up from the man, can't you see well? Stand up, sisters, can't you see well? Life, war with life, is an open book trade. And everyone run and take a look. I say, experience is the greatest teacher so far. Independence, got to forward African rise. I say, somewhere in Africa, trade. A dozen drug divide, gonna stop this world. A fire fear, yeah. Somewhere in Africa, trade. A dozen drug divide, gonna stop this world. A fire fear, yeah. I tell the warrior, so we can mine on it, not a world up. Jump and we don't run. We jump and you better come down. Ease the music so that we come in and that's the tell the warrior. So we can mine on it, not a world up. Jump and we don't run. We jump and you better come down. Ease the music so that somewhere in Africa, yeah. That's the trouble fight, we gotta stop this war. Well, what we need, peace, love, and harmony, yeah. I say a peace, love, and harmony. I say peace, love, and harmony. Can you give me that? Always peace. I say peace, love. One more time. See them fighting for power, leadership through the eyes of those who follow. It's Africa's hour. Once we were warriors, time for rider to stand up strong and set the stone. Modesty got no price. Love is a state of mind. Peace, love, and harmony. I say peace, love. Your turn. Always peace, love. Alright, peace, love. Somewhere in Africa, yeah. Thank you very much. Sweet. Yes.
Peace, love, and harmony.
Yes.
So I want to ask you a little bit about your musical journey. You're a self-taught musician?
Yes.
Yes. So what was that like? How did you sort of fall in love with music, and what were sort of some of your musical inspirations as a child?
Yeah, as a child, pretty much my mom sing a lot. So she's a good singer. So I grew up hearing her singing lots of Gregory Isaac, all of that, making up her own words.
And in Senegal, you know, we have a big variety of music, listening to mbalax music, soukous, salsa, all of that. So we grew up loving music. And when hip-hop came, that's when I really started into it. And when I moved to New York, meeting musicians in the East Village, all of that. So that, again, inspired me, and I see more beauty into it. So I'm a big melody lover, so sometimes I don't need to focus on what it says pretty much, because I love rhythm, guitar, bass, things like that. So that brings it to this way.
To this way. All
Yes.
right. You know, I read somewhere it said that you were one of the pioneering sort of hip hop artists in West Africa. So, but when you came to Brooklyn, how did all this sort of come together?
You know, Brooklyn, like we say, is the cornerstone, I would say, of New York City, you know. You have a vibration.
Brooklyn, Cornerstones. Yeah, all right.
You have
Tell me more.
a wonderful vibration, and, you know, I see at the same time Senegal, because how the community is set up, you know, and the diverse that is into it. So it's always inspiring. So, and I'm grateful being here in the US, because I would say school of life for me is Brooklyn. Because when I moved from Senegal, I was 20 years old. So now I'm 33. So all of my half, I spend it here. So I get to be inspired and cross wonderful experiences. The struggle is a part of it, all of that. So it's just, the more we go, the more we learn. So I think I'm in the perfect place with the music, with what I want to share also, with the joining bridges, you know, because when you out of some time, where you come from, you can see the picture better. If you're there, maybe you might not see it. So coming to the US in Brooklyn, I could see Africa better. I could see Senegal better, where I'm coming from. So I can combine these relation, these, how to explain this similarity. Both sides here and there, you see the ups and downs. And in Senegal too, you see the ups and downs. You learn here and there. And that's what makes the music natural vibration and lessons.
Okay.
Yes.
You know, I think I also read it said that you were the first African artist, I think, signed to VP Records.
Yeah, pretty much. The media do say that, but I you know, definitely see that because I didn't see any other African artists into VP. Mm-hmm. So when I signed with VPAL, which is with VP, that's what first came out. Wow! We realized that we never had an African artist in the label, so I felt good to break that wall for my African brethren back home to see that they can. They can do it also, you know. Yes.
All right. What's the next song we're gonna get into?
I always have to look at the set list. Cornerstone.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cornerstone.
Yes. Thank you.
Make money or die. He's so high, sitting on the corner with his pipe, trying to get away from this part. Life, playing hide and seek with the cops, make money or die. There is a sense of mama in the backyard, my bro. Find the music only one a natural up, yeah. Just a little drug and they get you high. But not this spliff, not the ghetto. Day or night, walking down the streets, police are watching you. Can be blind and can be paranoid, can be a fool. Where he hide it, it's a mind game shade. Rise up now, I said. It's so high, sitting on the corner, so we his pipe, trying to get away from this part. Life, playing hide and seek with the cops, make money or die. It's so high, sitting on the corner. place. People coming in and out. The cops keep knocking on our doors. Daddy's running away from the law. He's so high, sitting on the cornerstone with his bar, trying to get away from this bar life, playing hide and seek with the cops, make money or die. He's so high, sitting on the cornerstone with his bar, trying to get away from this bar life, playing hide and seek with the cops, make money or die. Don't shed no tears, mother. Don't shed no tears, mother. Well, everything going to be alright. Oh, everything going to be alright. Mama always there, daddy I'm helping, big brother locked up. Got to see mama struggling, hustle on the streets, trying to get the G's, feed the family, job and peace. I don't cry, everything is gonna be alright. I don't cry, everything is gonna be just fine. I don't cry, everything is gonna be alright. I don't cry, everything is gonna be just fine. Let I see you play. Ooh yeah, let I see you.
Gracias. Sweet.
You know, I'm listening to you sing, man, and you just hit every note with so much passion. I'm like, there's like a reggae singing school, and like you totally graduated like top of your class, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing like so many of the influences and things. It's like it's so real and authentic, you know?
you
So
very
you've been living this experience, you've traveled the world. You know, tell us about some of the places that you've had the opportunity to perform.
Recently, I said that we've been to New Zealand, and I call it northern side of heaven. Beautiful people, you know, beautiful nature. We got to see the mountains, the Alps, and the trees. For me, seeing all of this, you see the greatest of the Most High and the beauty. Sometimes the beauty is not in the buildings or the painting. What we see, like when we go to Prague, you will see that a lot of the time the focus is on how the city is constructed, which is beautiful. But sometimes to get to see also this side of nature, landscape, how the greens, the lake, everything is. So that's a beautiful experience. And we've been also to Morocco. I was expecting to find this heavy vibration of Muslim community with big beers, all of that vibration that don't listen to music. But that openness that I see with the young youths there, the way they maintain both the modern life and the old school. Daytime, you see them dressing with big pants, you know, big chains, hat on the side, all of this, you know, the normal life. And at night, they dress like older men, playing the ganawa, those old school instruments, and going back to that whole vibration and not leaving it behind or lost. They preserve all of this vibration. Yes, it's beautiful to go and to share the music, also to learn something. And a lot of times we go, we like to, is the map of the band. So first thing she found is the map and see how we can get around and just to see what is going on. Not just to come to play music, stay backstage or hotel, but we wanted to learn if there is a tribes there, if there is a history there. And this is the beautiful thing about it. So we've been blessed. I'm very grateful for it. Lately we discovered so many countries, like 18 countries, 2014. We've been around, so
Have passport,
Poland,
will
all of
travel.
these places, and it's beautiful, you know. Yes.
So why do you think reggae music, in 2015 is still so,
Because
popular around the world?
I think it's a spiritual music, you know. If you, are spiritually connected, there's something that touches you. And I think the reggae music is always going to be spiritual because the way it introduces to the world, like I can only direct it to the ones that inspired me. Bob Marley, his work is still living, so much respect for it. And the new artists that coming and big up Cornerstone Roots and Kingston Band, they are here, big up yourself. And this is it, Chronics, all of that are coming right now. I see that they carrying a powerful message and they inspiring also the other side of the generation to be more conscious and aware, positive. The message still have to continue and still continuing and doing a great job. If you go to Europe, you see this massive young people loving reggae and getting also not only to stuck in the English, but to learn something also that is beautiful, patois, and try to speak like Jamaican. All of this is a beautiful thing because for me, everything that join bridges and join places together. So all of these pieces of beauty, we have to put them together and develop something nice for the world, right?
There you go. Well, speaking of something nice, what's the name of the next song you're about to bless us with, brother?
Again, set list, Zion Stereo.
All right. Oh, yeah, I love this song. I'm going to listen to it like 3 days straight.
Thank you very much. Yes, yes.
No, it's awesome.
Run it. Zion Stereo. Yeah. Zion Stereo's on. Salam is a doctrine, a cornerstone. Zabur was given to King David, followed by his son King Solomon. He understood the language of the birds, the ants and the genies, protected by the Almighty God, Lord of the worlds and heavens. David played and he pleased the Lord. The iron was made soft. We're gonna be on the radio. We're gonna be on the radio. Like I say, ra da ra da ra da ra. General, you say, ra da ra da ra da ra. I sat my cornerstone and they try to bring me down. They can have my soul. Kun fire kuno. All down the road I heard the melodies, strengthen the heart of the man. Yes, we are certain of the victory, like Moses down in Egypt. When Judas betrayed Jesus Christ, the son of Mary came back in life. Music is I give to from the Lord. I go forward with the people and say, we're gonna be on the radio. We're gonna be on the radio, yeah. I say, ra da ra da ra da ra. We ra da ra da ra da ra. Oh, oh,
Dank u wel.
Yeah. I've been waiting all week for you to play that one, man.
yes.
I was
We
like,
did it.
we gonna be on
On the
B-side BK. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I was jamming to it. I
Yeah,
was
we're doing
jamming
the
to
remix for that. We're definitely gonna do that. B-side BK.
B-side BK. There
Yes,
you go.
yes.
So, talking about the music evolution, your second album, Ancient Power.
Ancient Power,
Ancient
yes.
Power.
Yeah.
Tell us and the people at home, you know, what it was like to record, you know, in Tough Gong Studios, Kingston, Jamaica, where, you know,
Wow.
Bob Marley started that. So,
Yes.
what was that
Wow.
like?
It was a beautiful experience and still in my mind, and I think for the future also. So it started this way. I'm just gonna make it short. I met a wonderful man called Larry McDonald. And when we met, we hang out in the studio. We get to listen some of the old tracks from Pro Tools, all of that, and the work we do with the band. And I tell him, you know what, I want to definitely do my next album in Jamaica. So pretty much he mentored me on that and introduced me to Sidney Mills, the keyboardist from Steel Pulse. And the next thing we know, we're in Jamaica when we arrive.
Okay.
Yes, I will just make it short. So first day, what happened? Oh, a phone call from one of our friends called Alric. Said, oh, you have to come to the studio right now. Junior Gong is listening to some of your song and he wants to meet you. I was like, no, you guys are pulling my leg because that's the first time I'm in Jamaica and that's the first day. And pretty much we rushed out and went to the studio and Damien was there. And you know, as a artist doing underground stuff, so when you get to be exposed to coming to Bob Marley studio, Tough Gong, and not only that joy, but to be able to meet one of his sons and going around, or going there also with great musicians that you have mad respect, that inspire you also with reggae, all that, Steel Pulse, all of that. So it was overwhelming. And sometime, you know, I would just say that maybe we have a wild horse that is very lucky. And things start happening there. The next thing we know, Capleton is at the studio, Tyrese Riley, all of these beautiful artists.
This is ridiculous.
And you know how also too they have lots of love for Africa. So I felt like I carried the whole Africa with me inside the studio. So that always also became a big magnet to what I do. And they love the lyrics, the way we compose, and it went supernatural and easy. Next thing we know, we're gonna do a song, we're gonna do a song, we're gonna do a song, Daddy U-Roy, all of that. And they support also the album with their contribution. And yes, I think that's the lucky horse that I have sometimes. That
I
is
was like, wow,
Yeah.
I mean, first time
Yes.
in Jamaica and
yeah.
everything's just
It's
sort
a
of
very
happening.
long, wonderful story, so I try to just chop it short. But yes, that's the lucky horse.
Fair enough, fair enough. Now, speaking about, you know, lyrics and the message, you know, one
Yeah.
thing I like on your website is that, you know, it says lyrics.
Yeah.
And it's just song lyrics where, you know, a lot of times, you know, I'm American, so I love reggae,
Yeah.
but if I'm not familiar with the artist, you know, I catch maybe half of it sometimes,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, until the, you know, 10th, 11th, you know, 12th rotation, whatever. So, you know, just being able to see all the lyrics there was just a great experience as well. So can you tell us, you know, why the lyrics and the message are so important to your music?
It is very important because I think music is beautiful, is always going to be beautiful. You know, it's going to move people inside, out. But also, it comes with something, it comes with message. And I think the message is very important. One, that one day you want to sit down on your maybe old chair when you are 80 years old or 90 years old, and your grandkids will ask you, wow, what is song about? And you want that song to be very positive because, you know, the message is very important for me. So I try to pay in mind to that teaching, to that sharing. And a lot of my songs are written very naturally. Sometimes I have a conversation with you or somebody else, and they said one sentence. Might said that, wow, I want to go anywhere for love, and that automatically just inspired me. And I built a story around it. And a lot of the time is through this conversation, through what I experienced, so that way, because I'm not originally as English speaking, you know, I'm from Senegal, so I like the story to have something to do with me, to experience it, or to somebody to tell me a story or a sentence, there it came from. Or sometimes I see an issue that I want to talk about, that I know a little bit something about it, so I try to build up around this. It's like a sponge. I like to suck where it is and squeeze it back to something beautiful or something that people can learn something.
All right. Well,
Yes.
keep teaching us.
Yes, yes.
What's the name of the next song?
The next song, set list again, Bound to Glory. Yes.
Make a story.
Oh, they just told me that the next one is Silence of the Morning. Can I give you this? Give me the time.
Lie down and say I was walking under the silence of the moon. That light is spreading, uplifting my soul. So far away, the bassline in my head. Good was the wind, the walking rhythms of my steps. Sample my thoughts along the way. Ooh-wee, deep, deep inside. Hold on, je la so, Rastaman I chanted. Now I know love is a sweet man conqueror. Je la so, Rastaman I chanted. Now I know love is a sweet man conqueror. Making a song is love. I want it every day, every night. It's like giving birth to life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Making a song is love. Want it every day, every night. It's like giving birth to life. Set life. We together now. It was written for I and I to read. It's been played for I and I to sing. The eye of my heart saw that beauty in the rain, possessed by a dancing spirit. While I was walking under the silence of the moon, that light is spreading, uplifting my soul. Je la so, Rastaman I chanted. Now I know love is a sweet man conqueror. Je la so, Rastaman I chanted. Now I know love is a sweet man conqueror. Baby, this song is love. I want it every day, every night. It's like giving birth to life. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Making a song is love. Want it every day, every night. It's like giving birth to life. Say to life, we together now. Ooh-wee. music, music. Can you give me that? Yes. Music, music, music. One more time, wait. Ooh, yeah. La mélodie de la musique, des mélodies de rythme, vous en je suis la bouche de ceux qui n'ont point de bouche. On sait music, music, music. One more time. Oh yes. La mélodie de la musique, des mélodies de rythme, vous en je suis la bouche de ceux qui n'ont point de bouche. On sait music, music, music. Mrs. Take me there. For the love of jam music, we will stay on days. Keep the fire blazing, God. Oh, right. For the love of jam music, we will stay on days. Keep the fire blazing, God. Oh, right.
Yes.
Yes.
You couldn't see it. There's people out there, just last you saw, just whining in the back behind you. It's so beautiful. Now, I'm listening to you, and I hear ska, I hear reggae, I hear hip hop, I hear rock, so many different elements in the music. But National Geographic called you guys the future of reggae music, and I didn't know that National Geographic did endorsements. So I was like, National Geographic? Yes. So what is, in your opinion, the future of reggae music?
I think that the future is now, right? It's now, is what's going on now. It's like this beautiful music, not only actually, for me, Meta and the Cornerstones doing it, is a lot happening out there. And we see lots of other artists that inspire us. For me, my inspiration is simple. I just like to see positive artists, lyrically. And musically, I know that it's just about open mind to, try to reach out to the salsa, to the ska, to all the music that are out there. So, and that's what we try to develop here. I train classical music originally. So she brings lots of salt, pepper, tomatoes, mustard, all of that into the music. Nice. And Shahar started with the rock and roll and a little bit of reggae back in Israel. So, and some other influences he has. So pretty much when we have the idea, the melody, lyrics, and we cook it together. Rupert from Jamaica, so he have that root boy sound. He brought Chauncey, do Afrobeat, hip hop, so. And, we always also melt with other musicians. Sometimes we go on the road with 2 or 3 different musicians. And on the road, we get to experience each other and learn something else also musically. So I think that's the melting pot we have here in New York. Sometimes even the people plays it because, it's about vibration. And we play a lot of times according, like we go on stage, depends the vibe we receive, we give that because it comes from that place. So sometimes it might go fast because the people are fast. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's slow because the people is slow. Sometimes it's a mellow vibe because the crowd is a mellow vibe. So you have this.
What are some of your favorite or more memorable experiences and places performing in Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn? Wow, so many times. We're gonna count that, right? Wow. I think I love all of the shows we did in Brooklyn. Celebrate Brooklyn, all of that festival. Where? You guys? Where?
Brooklyn Ball.
Brooklyn Ball. Yeah, that was good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And I want everybody here and at home to know that you guys are going to be performing next week at Paperbox. You want to tell people where they can check you out
everybody.
live so you can move to the music
yes,
instead
dance
of
to the music.
Yeah, gotta move. No, tell them people I'm gonna be there. I know exactly where it's at. I know it.
So Paperbox, welcome the 7th. We're celebrating the Bob Marley's day,
birthday celebration.
So
yeah.
This is gonna be very nice. We're gonna do lots of original songs and cover, to give the people the vibration, that positivity. So It's good. Welcome.
All
Yes.
right. What's the next song that we are going to hear?
Bound to Glory.
Bound to Glory.
Do we have
are we
enough
sure?
time? Yes.
All right.
I'm
Let's do
sure
it.
this time. Yes.
Bound to glory. Ooh, yeah, now. Things we keep in our mind, those things drive us crazy. But things we keep in our heart is our story. We walking on a thin line. I say good energy to survive. Be the authors of our lives and bound to glory. Said I heard the voices in the morning where silence is underneath the hill. Praising Jah the mighty glory. Give thanks for life and the journey, yeah. Every little grain of sand is rich. Is the body of the soul, the land of experience where the living grow. The truth is, life is not a friend. Time is not waiting for I and I. Got to live my life, yes. Who's close to us to tell I and I who we became. In the heart of the sufferer, you'll find faith, still the conqueror. We are gonna take down Lucifer. No politics, no drama. Yeah. We walking on the thin line. Good energy to survive, yeah. Be the authors of our lives and bound to glory. Well, people gives life to the colors of the earth. The truth will be heard like never before. Feeling good, yeah. Now let's all rise up and chant down Lucifer. Faith is a rhythm with grace. Higher we fly. Higher, higher we fly. We will succeed where we going, as long as we know where we belong. The heights of our dreams are tall, and there is no room for fear at all. Bound to glory. Ooh. Bound to glory, 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 yeah. Bound to glory. Bound, yeah. Ooh. Bound to glory, 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 glory.
You know, you have such beautiful music. I see the energy and the passion. Are you recording on a new album right now, or what's in the works?
We're cooking it right now.
You're cooking it?
Yes.
Stirring the pot?
Stirring it up.
All right.
So hopefully this year we'll get to release the third one.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I am honored to have had you here. Can we get a round of applause?
Thank you. Big up yourself. Thank you. Yes. Nice. Great.
All right, and you're gonna have one more song coming up in a second, but there you have it. Another B-side has come to a close. Hopefully the grooves of Meta and the Cornerstones have warmed you on this bitter winter evening. Definitely has got me on fire. Many thanks to the band for laying down the jams, and to our studio audience, of course, for supplying the energy. As always, you can catch this and all episodes at brickartsmedia.org/B-side. And keep a tab on who we have coming through on Twitter and Instagram with the handle at BsideBK. Once again, I'm your host, Aaron Watkins, reminding you that there are still great artists out there making great music. It's just up to you, the listener, to find it. Good night, Brooklyn.
Yes.
One more song, take us away. One more
Let's do
song.
it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Love in Africa. And streets of our home. Sometimes I look back where all my good people are. He you calling for change. He got to be in your mind first. He you calling for repatriation. What's your ambition? Sit right in my streets, taste of heaven. It's your dream, say you have to know that. Them a trick is in the will is up to money. Them about melody that I live. Women at the soldier, me say Charlie I go free. Africa's about time. When my beloved Africa, yeah, my beloved Africa, you're my nice one, yeah. My beloved Africa, you're my nice one. Heavy on set in stone, like the buildings and streets of our home. Sometimes I look back where all my good people are.
The elders reminiscing up and show the never been. Africans in Africa, please don't forget about the past. Somebody thief the cow, why would you not retrieve the cap? And tell me which shepherd is counting every blade of grass. Who wouldn't save them all and child, no care how much it costs? Who wouldn't want to find your beloved when